how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm WolfStalker25, and today I got another action figure review for you guys. I am currently recording this on the 7th. I've had this guy for about a week or so now, since I got Ultron in last week, and unfortunately I recorded the Dark Star review before Ultron, but never edited it, so I forgot about it, so that did get posted yesterday. This will go up on Friday. This will be a Friday video for the 8th, I believe? Yeah, so this is the final figure in the Ursa Major wave, the Ursa Major himself, the Build-A-Figure. So I've got him in a little, like almost like that one waving bear pose or whatever. This guy is awesome. I did not think I wanted a giant Build-A-Bear at first as the Build-A-Figure, but after getting them and playing around with them and having them a bit more, he's just so cool, and I really do like this figure. So I don't know a ton about Ursa Major and the rest of the Winter Guard. I've tried looking some stuff up. It seems like they're not like a full villain group, but they're kind of like a villain group. They're almost like a Russian, like Avengers in a way, kind of. Like they're just kind of like they just do whatever like is the best for Russia, I think. It seems like. I don't know exactly. So if you do know how the Winter Guard works and everything like that, let me know in the comments down below, because I'm not super familiar with them from the comics. I only know them primarily from like the Earth's Mightiest Heroes or Avengers Assemble cartoon. That's where I know them from. So this guy is awesome. Ursa Major is a mutant, I do know that. And he did have a slight cameo in the Black Widow movie. Spoiler, but that's kind of cool. So this figure is awesome. It's a giant bear. It is Marvel's version for Marvel Legends of the Build-A-Bear, just not a stuffed animal. And this guy is so cool. I love the sculpt work on him. When you first look at him, you think, oh, is he gonna be like a reuse of Sasquatch or something? But no, he seems like he's like pretty much, I think, all new. Maybe reuse in this part of the leg, but I'm not sure. But yeah, this guy, he's really cool. Took 6 figures to build him, and I'm surprised it wasn't more, honestly. But yeah, let's take a look at the articulation on him. So the head can look up literally. Let's going back a little bit. This far, that's as far up as the head goes. It could get down this much. I wish it did get up more, and I wish there was another head for like a closed head look or something like that. You do have this little removable back piece for like the extra like tuft of fur to make them look bigger and bulkier. That doesn't hinder the neck at all, so there's no worries there. But yeah, that's a nice little added piece there to make them just look bulkier. The arms do go, well, before they bust out, they go up that high, and so you start hitting that limit to where they're gonna pop off if you do that. But you can do a full 360 with them. You do hit the little like shoulder tuft fur right there. Does have a upper bicep cut, single jointed elbow that only gets you that much, and then the wrists all do hinge and swivel. Unfortunately, this does look kind of ugly for the hinge right here because of how it sticks out. If you bring it back, it's just, there's really nothing they probably could have done about that, so it's fine. Does have an upper diaphragm joint here, which could get him back that far, which looks kind of bad because of the shelf tummy that he's got. Gets him forward that much, not really that far forward, and then it's got nice side to side, and it could turn around. Probably could do a full 360 with it, but with the clicking, I'm not going to. And then nothing else for the waist or anything. Legs do go forward that much, back that far before they start going to the side. How can Ursa Major do on the splits? Not bad. You could get them okay. Does have an upper thigh cut because that's how the legs go together. And then single jointed knee on this big grizzly bear goes back that far. And then ankles do go back this far, forward that much, and then he does have, oh, does he have ankle pivot? Yeah, he's got a little bit of pivot in there, depending on how you get it. But yeah, he's got ankle pivot. So, pretty good. Pretty good. For the Build-A-Bear, I really like him. Honestly, I didn't think I would like him as much as I do. So let's do a quick height check, and then we'll do some size comparisons. We'll compare him next to some other people from Marvel Legends, and then we'll do a whole wave review to see overall what I thought of the whole wave. So, Ursa Major, our Build-A-Bear, does stand right about 8 inches tall, just under it, so about 7 3/4 inches tall. So there you go, that's your height on Ursa. Now, how does Ursa look with some other figures from other lines? Well, let's check. Here he is next to a Star Wars The Black Series Captain Rex and a Power Rangers Lightning Collection Dino Thunder Red Ranger. So he's way taller than the both. Throw Figma Goku in there, just so you can see him next to that. Let's see him next to a movie figure. Here he is next to the Mark III Infinity Saga Iron Man. So Iron Man's not like super short next to him. Let's grab our Figma Samus. There she is next to him. Our Mafex Batman. And then we'll grab our Jazzware Wicked Cool Toys Series 3 Master Chief. And Master Chief is actually shorter than somebody for once, which is a little surprising, since I'm so used to him being so much bigger. And last but not least, for the other lines, here he is next to your Rebel Tech All Might, which honestly I really feel like these two could be a good like matchup for each other. Like if they were like if you want to do like pictures together, All Might and Ursa would be, I feel like, a pretty good pair up. Now this Ursa Major is really cool. I do really like him. Let's do a couple more size comparisons next to some deluxe and Build-A-Figures from Hasbro. Here he is next to the classic deluxe Thanos. Thanos is actually smaller, which is a little bit shocking. I thought Thanos would be bigger, but and then here he is next to the MODOK figure, which I still need to review. If you do want to see a review on that, let me know. I could always do that. I'll try and fit it in somewhere. I got a lot of stuff to do still. Oh, I didn't do Mezco. Here he is with your Mezco Stealth Iron Man for Ursa Major. There we go. And we'll do an SH Figuarts Hulk, because I feel like Hulk and Ursa would be a good fight. A little bit. I mean, Ursa's, I don't know how strong Ursa is being a bear, but the Figuarts Hulk is actually a little bit taller, so that's pretty cool. Alright, now let's take a look at how Ursa Major looks in his fully completed form with the rest of the Winter Guard. So, here he is next to your Build-A-Figure Crimson Dynamo from the Black Widow wave in 2020, so last year. And then here Ursa is with your Dark Star figure from the same wave, and the Giant Man MCU Build-A-Figure Red Guardian, which came out a couple years ago when Civil War came out. So there you go. There's a look at the Winter Guard. I think Radioactive Man might be a part of it. I don't know if Abomination or anybody else is. I thought I was seeing something about them being on it. I need to look up the full team still, but they look pretty good together. I really like the look of them all together in a group. And Crimson Dynamo is just barely like bigger. I think he's like broader and more bulky. But yeah. Alright, so let's take a look at an entire wave review. And I'll give you guys my favorites, everything like that. So, should you go out and complete this wave? Honestly, I think that's entirely up to you guys. Personally, I really like the wave as a whole. It's an Iron Man themed wave, and Iron Man is my favorite Marvel character, and it's my favorite character figure-wise, as you can see with the giant Hall of Armor behind me. Or in front of me, and then I got a whole bunch of comic figures up on a shelf. Maybe I'll do a whole like figure like I guess video at some point showing an entirety of the Iron Man collection at some point. But we'll see about that at some point. I don't know when or if I'll do that. Alright, so let's get these guys kind of back a little bit more. Just gotta fit everybody in here. And lastly, we have the Vault Guardsman. And where's Ironheart? And Ironheart. So, there is the entirety of the wave. All 8 figures. The modular Iron Man was like the extra bonus 7th figure in the wave, so he doesn't come with the Build-A-Figure piece. But if you were to buy this whole wave, is it worth it? Honestly, I think so. I mean, you get Ironheart, which is her first time being made as a Marvel Legend. You get a new classic Ultron, which is awesome. Darkstar, which is also maybe is she a first timer as well? At least first time with Hasbro maybe. You get the hologram Iron Man, which is okay, not bad. It's a pretty cool figure. The Vault Guardsman, which is an interesting one, also first time being made maybe. And then an updated classic Stealth Iron Man on that 80th anniversary, and then the modular suit, which is updated by Hasbro, which I don't think they've done yet. And then obviously you get Ursa Major himself, which is the first time I think he's been done as well. So this wave is a lot of first timers, a lot of good updates, a lot of awesome shiny metallic plastic, some see-through plastic, some translucent. This is honestly an awesome wave. Now, how would I rank this wave? What is my favorite? What is my least favorite? Honestly, my favorite in this wave is the Stealth Iron Man. I love this figure. I do know he is prone to breaking and has crash explosions and all these other issues and stuff like that, but he's such a good and cool figure. I really love him. He's awesome. By far my favorite in the entire wave. Up next, what is my next favorite? Honestly, it's a very close tie between Ultron and the modular Iron Man, but I'm gonna give it to Ultron. I really love this new classic Ultron. He's awesome. Um, he's something that was desperately needed, and I only have one Ultron in my collection anyway, so it was very nice to get another one. Now, next favorite in the wave, modular Iron Man, an amazing figure. Honestly, I really love this figure. I couldn't have asked for a better version of it. Honestly, if they gave it a slightly bulkier version for like, or like if they redid it in like a yellow instead of gold, I could see that and us getting like a Marvel vs. Capcom variant. That'd be pretty cool. And then redoing it again in like a black and silver or a black and white and giving us a War Machine variant of that. That'd be really cool. I'd love to see them use this mold a couple more times before they like retire it. Honestly, I'd be down to see a stealth version of the modular, see it in this color scheme. I feel like that'd be pretty cool. Just give other variants of it. Just reuse the mold, honestly. If you got it, use it. Up next, what is my next favorite? Ironheart. I love her. She is awesome. I can't wait for her Disney Plus series to eventually happen. I'm patiently waiting for that in Armor Wars. I'm so excited for those. But yeah, Ironheart is my next favorite of the wave. Um, Very cool and honestly, in my opinion, a very underrated figure from this wave. She's really awesome. Has the double jointed elbows on a female figure, pinless joints, especially on an Iron Man figure as well. That's just awesome. I wish they had pinless on the Stealth Iron Man. That would just make him perfect, in my opinion. Up next, who is my next favorite? Ursa Major. I'm gonna put Ursa Major kind of like right in the middle of the pack. I really like him. Pretty much a tie with Ironheart. He's an awesome figure. Great Build-A-Figure. I didn't think I wanted him, but honestly, I'm very happy that I got him because he's just phenomenal. I love posing him around. I can't wait to throw him up on the shelf or just put him in a little like individual diorama thing. We'll like scene set up with the other Winter Guard characters. Definitely makes me want to keep them out. Up next, I'm gonna go with Hologram Iron Man. I really like this armor. It's kind of a bummer that's a reuse of the Mark. What is it? 47, 46, 45, maybe one of those. I think, which is up there in the Hall of Armor. It's a reuse of those two in the middle, which is kind of a bummer because that's not a very great mold, especially with the shoulders. Not really thrilled about that, but honestly, it's really cool. I like the translucent blue, and I love the AI Tony Iron Man head on there from the previous Build-A-Figure wave, which is a nice addition to that figure if you've got both AI Iron Man and the hologram one. They work very well together with that. And then you could take the head from the Stealth Iron Man over here, and you could throw it on the AI Iron Man, and then you have a really perfect setup there. So it's really great to get all of them together. Up next, it's really a hard toss-up for me. These two are honestly very close and tied. The only reason I'm going to put Vault Guardsman as my least favorite is because mine did come broken, just missing an entire chunk. Also, he's a very generic figure, being like just a like army builder guard person. I think there might be an actual named Vault Guardsman who's like an Iron Man villain. I just don't know who that is. I don't really care. I love the look of that shiny metallic green plastic though. I'd love to see an Iron Man suit with this. But as is, because he's broken, he's my least favorite. I'm going to give Darkstar the next one. She would be my least favorite if he was like if he didn't come with the QC issues, just because I didn't really know who she is. The hair mold is nice, but it kind of gets in the way, and since I don't really, honestly, didn't really care who she was in the first place, it didn't really change my overall opinion of having her as a figure. I think she's a great figure, but just not really, didn't really care too much. So, overall, though, I think this is a phenomenal wave. I think it's probably my favorite of the year. It's, I think, one of the only Build-A-Figures I've completed this year so far. Still debating if I want to complete the Armadillo wave for No Way Home. I do have No Way Home figure reviews coming very soon. I do have the Doctor Strange, and I will have the black and gold suit Spider-Man at some point within the coming week. Got some What If figures to do. We'll be completing that wave because What If just wrapped recently, and The Watcher was awesome. I love that show. Probably do a What If video. I'm probably gonna do a What If video of like a wave 2, my prediction, or not prediction, but like what I would want to see, my wish list. So I'll probably do a What If wish list coming within the next like 2 weeks, something like that as well. So honestly, this is a phenomenal wave. If you're a fan of Iron Man, you're a fan of Marvel comic characters in general, this is a fantastic wave to get. And honestly, I think with how What If went and how the future of things are going to go, I think Ultron will skyrocket in price at some point. I feel like the modular Iron Man's not going to get remade for a really long time, at least in this color scheme. Ironheart's just going to get expensive because of the movie. Hopefully we see a redo of her other one. And then I think the rest of these characters over here, like these three, I don't think we see these three get made again or for a very, very long time. So honestly, if you really like the look or even are thinking about any of these figures, I say it's the perfect time to get them. Some places might even be clearancing them since they are kind of older now, but it's a great wave to pick up and get into if you like the comics or Iron Man in general. So that's going to do it for me for this video. That's going to close out our Ursa Major wave. This is my first ever completed video review series with an entire wave of figures with anything yet, so I'm actually quite proud of this one, and all these figures are awesome and I really love them all, and they're all going to be on display on the shelf. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video, go ahead and leave a like down below. I would always appreciate a subscribe as well if you haven't done so already. It does help me out a ton, helps grow the channel, and it lets me know there are people that enjoy the videos that I do. So if you would, I would appreciate that. If you've done so already, thank you very much. I do appreciate you. So if you do want to, you could also go follow the Twitter account where I post whenever I get new stuff, and the gameplay channel where I will do gameplay, hopefully again very soon. I do hope to have more coming. What's the channel looking like for next week? Honestly, I got 2 Halo reviews. I got Series 3 Master Chief coming. I've got the Halo Spartan Collection Mark 5B also coming. I've got a Power Ranger review, and there should be another Marvel review as well. I've got a lot of Marvel figures to do, so there should be 4 videos next week, as well as possibly another added bonus 5th video that's kind of like a wish list for Halo. That might be coming. So that's all next week. Hopefully you all did enjoy, and I will see you all in the next video.